Hi, I'm Jonathan from potency.world. And if you're facing stress in your life, if you're a woman who's in peril at this moment, I can only give you the amazing Dr. Greenwood. This is the interview. So what do I need to know about you as a child, your development through your childhood that tell me about why you are the person you are now?
What do you need to know about me as a child? There's lots of things that I can share with you about my childhood, which was fairly, well, it was back in the 50s. So back in the old-fashioned days, Jonathan, of when there was no Wi-Fi, there was no mobile phones and all that kind of stuff. So I had to make my own imagination kind of work for me as a child. We didn't have a lot of money, and my parents couldn't afford to do the things I wanted to do, which was often very heartbreaking as a child, as you can imagine. So I would go out and play in the woods. I would imagine all sorts of things about my life in the future, and imagine I was magical, and imagine that there was fairies, and imagine that there was angels and all sorts of things that I would imagine a lot of children think about. So I would kind of be and now we call it manifesting, and I know we're going on to that later, but as a child it's a natural thing to do, isn't it? It's a natural thing to dream about things, and to want to make things happen. And you had these imaginary friends that we would talk to, and probably they think I was crazy now, but I'm all right with that. But so all those things that we did as a child, and that probably helped me to overcome bullying at school and things like that are still going on today, even kind of 50 something years later. So yeah, as a child I'd be the same as every child, and dreaming my way into the future, wishing my parents had more money than they did, wanting to be all the things that we dream about, whether it was be an actress or a writer or an air stewardess or somebody who could just play with their animals and the pets all day. I was all of those things, and I loved it. I loved that side of my life.
Now, very interestingly, I find that the creativity that you write off as being normal. So, yes, every child is spectacular. And up to the age of 4 or 5, you'll see them all having little conversations with imaginary friends.
Yeah.
But are they imaginary, or do children have access to something which most of us are taught to shut off?
That's actually quite interesting, because I remember as a child staying at my friend's house. I was probably only about maybe 10 or 11. And while I was asleep, I was talking to an angel. And this angel in my sleep, it was my guardian angel or whatever I would perceive it to be. But I was talking to this angel, and she was just saying to me about, you are a good girl. You're not a naughty child. I've probably been in trouble for something, Jonathan. I'd done something I shouldn't have done. And my mum was out with a friend, and they must have heard me talking. And she came up and kind of shook me to wake me. And I opened my eyes and I went, "Oh, hello, angel." And I went, "Oh." And it kind of it shook me, it made me jump. And my mum's going, "Angel, what are you talking about?" I was like, "Nothing, it doesn't matter." And I kind of just kept that all to myself. And as that developed, when I was younger and growing older, I was afraid of it, because I wasn't encouraged to tap into that, what we know as our spiritual side. So yeah, it was kind of weird at the time.
Yeah. So I'm a woman out there, and I have a lot of female followers. They may be facing problems at work, in their relationships, in their communities. What should they do? How can you help them?
So my answer to that is I've worked with a vast number of women over the years, all ages from 16 upwards into their 70s and 80s. And no matter who we are, whatever standing in life we've got, whether we're CEO or a politician, we all face the same problems. Now, that might be low confidence, low self-esteem, not being liked at work, all the things that we as human beings don't like. So how do I help the people that I've helped? Basically, I spend one-to-one time with them and we go into detail. This isn't counseling per se, so I just want to make that clear. It's very much about looking at the person you are, looking at what you're feeling and the feelings and the thoughts that are connecting you. So it might be you are thinking, well, I'm a really strong woman and I'm really positive, but actually you're feeling insecure. You are feeling overwhelmed with the workload that you might have. You are feeling isolated because you're living somewhere where you don't have a lot of friends. So we work on all the practical aspects of life about how to take those inspired action steps to move you forward, whatever it might be. So it might be a health and well-being, for example. So you're overweight, you don't take exercise, your energy levels are low, your thinking's negative. So we address all of those things, but one at a time. So one at a time, we're going, right, this is your pain point. You feel sluggish, you feel unhappy, you're not happy in your own skin. We will address all those things through different forms of exercise, through action steps that are set by the person. So that's empowering them. It's not me saying this is what you should be doing. And their why has to be big enough for them to want to do it. So by the why, what is your why? So for me, it's my why is I want to be able to climb up hills, walk upstairs, go out and play badminton and do all the things that I love, walk out in nature with my partner in my 70s, 80s and beyond. That is my why. So we need to get to the core purpose of what that person's why is and then start to move things forward. That's in a simple way of explaining it, I think, Jonathan.
Yeah, I think that's so true, and I think that the only caveats I would add to the side of it is that we don't only necessarily need to have one why,
No,
um, which is great because it always means you've got more growth that you can involve yourself in. Right,
absolutely.
before my microphone goes again, you chose a song which people who get this interview, this is Dr. Annette's song choice, not mine. What have you chosen and why?
So the song I've chosen, it's already done. That might be the different title to it. It's already done. And why have I chosen that? Because when I talked earlier about manifestation as a child and as adult, we lose that capability. We kind of, it's knocked out of us at school or in our workplace. And we all have dreams and aspirations. I mean, who doesn't sit there at work when they're absolutely bored out of their head, hating the job, going, oh God, I wish I'd become a teacher. I wish I'd become this. And we still have those dreams and aspirations, but for whatever reason, life has made it where when we won't reach out and go for those. And we're scared to do it because of, oh, what's going to happen if this? What's going to happen if that? And oh, all these what ifs rain down on us. This song is about forget those what ifs. It's already done. It's already happening. And if you go a little bit more into quantum physics and things like that, which we don't need to do, you can keep it as simple as your dream, your desire is to be in this job. I'm going to make, I want to be a nurse, but I'm, that's never going to happen. If you can believe it before you see it and actually connect those thoughts and those feelings about the passion and purpose that you feel as being a nurse or an air stewardess or a writer or a singer, whatever it is, those dreams and aspirations are already there. You just have to take the inspired action steps towards them. So that's why it's already done. It's such a powerful song, I believe.
Yeah, it's a powerful song. And what's interesting is the way you describe it, it's a bit like the Schrodinger's cat. of opportunity. So with that and microphone problems are missed, I wave goodbye to you. Dr. Greenwood, say goodbye.
Goodbye, Jonathan, and to everybody who may be listening to this. I hope it touches them.
Fantastic. See ya.
I see the gold in my hands tonight. Love's unfolding, my heart's in flight. Confidence rising, I claim the throne. I walk in power, I'm never alone. Every word I speak creates the flame. Every step I take rewrites the game. I hold the vision, I stand as one. Already living, it is done. It is done, it is done. Money flowing, blessings come. It is done, it is done. Love is rising, hearts are one. It is done, it is done. Adventure calling, here I run. It is done, it is done. The dream is real, it is done. We see abundance in every hand. A world awakened, we understand. Joy is pouring, the light is one. We sing together, it is done. Every soul aligned, the chains are gone. Every spirit shines, the truth lives on. I feel the future, I've just begun. Already living, it is done. It is done. Money flowing, blessings come. It is done. It is done. Love is rising, hearts are one. It is done. It is done. Confidence burning like the sun. It is done. It is done. Forever living, it is done. I believe it. I believe it. I receive it. I receive it. I receive it. I can see it. It is done. I am worthy. I am worthy. I am golden. I am golden. I am chosen. I am chosen. It is done. It is done. It is done. Money flowing, blessings come. It is done. It is done. Love is rising, hearts are one. It is done. Confidence, joy, the work is one. It is done. Together we shine. It is done. I already have it. I already live it. It is done. It is done.
And that's all for now. See you soon. Bye.